Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's guys, you're Justin, welcome back to my channel. We're back to the reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday. This is the final season, Season 8, Episode 4, The Last of the Starks. And I don't know how I feel about that title because I want the Stark name to live forever, but before I go any further, I definitely got to bring up the last episode yet again because it was quite possibly the best episode of Game of Thrones of all time. I don't know if I'm willing to say it was the absolute best, but it is definitely up there because I enjoyed it. I freaking loved it. It kind of blew me away if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I think you guys saw though from my reaction that, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of that episode, but I also got to be honest, I thought that's how the entire series was actually going to end, with that great battle, the great war, and the Night King being like the main boss, the final boss, I guess you could say, but that is not the case because we got another boss out there, the boss bitch, the head boss bitch, who's still currently sitting on the throne, and that is Queen Cersei, which is kind of crazy that she would actually be the ultimate final boss if she is in fact the final boss. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what's to come with the remaining episodes. There's only 3 left, including this one. This is the way that I think it's going to play out. With this episode, I think we're going to kind of, I don't know, ramp things up, back up once again. We lost a lot of good characters that, yeah, I'm still definitely mourning over. So I feel like this episode, I don't think it's going to be balls to the wall, crazy action. I think they're going to save that for the next episode, kind of build up a little bit with this one, have this one be everyone's favorite word, more or less a setup episode. And then the next one, I think that's going to be the big war against Cersei, where Khaleesi finally takes over, sits on the throne. I could be wrong about that because that almost seems like the perfect ending, everything that we have been building up to. But yeah, Jon's also there. We got to remember that because there's a lot of drama going on with the Targaryen name. I still don't know what's going to happen between Jon and Dany. I guess there's only one way to find out. But before I jump into the episode, I should also bring up that I did notice this is also an extended episode. I think the remaining episodes all are. Basically clocking in at, I think, almost an hour and a half each. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time. Every single one is probably going to have to be done in 2 parts for YouTube. But if you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Directed by David Nutter yet again. I feel like he directs a lot of the big episodes. I might have even said that before in the past. Jorah. R.I.P. man. His love for Khaleesi in this show, I love to see it. And like fighting for her, protecting her till the very end. Man, it's gonna get me emotional right now. Love conquers all, except in Jorah's case. Theon, I think that was Theon. You guys know, I had my problems with Theon, but I said it last episode, I feel like in the end, he redeemed himself, at least for me, protecting Bran.
We're here to say goodbye to our brothers and sisters, to our fathers and mothers. Everyone in this world owes them a debt that can never be repaid. They were the shields that guarded the realms of men. And we shall never see their light again.
I can't believe the series is not over. This is honestly how I thought it was all gonna end. The Great War, the Night King, a lot of lives lost. I've said it a million times, but the music in this show, oh man. Woo! It's early in the episode. I was not expecting this emotional start, but seeing Khaleesi's face and Jorah, like I was saying, before I almost lost it, the music in this show makes everything hit that much harder, so much more powerful. What a journey it's been to get to this point. I can't stress that enough. This is the final season, the final 3 episodes. Like, look at where we are now. This is the end game.
Have you seen Aya? You can still smell the burning bodies, and that's where your head is at.
I just want to thank her.
Dead are dead. You're not.
Life goes on. Live life. Howd is like her father at this point, though.
Gendry,
Yes, Your Grace.
you're Robert Baratheon's son.
Yes.
I didn't even know he was my father until after he was dead.
He was a bastard.
Yes. He's dead. His brothers are too. So who's Lord of Storm's End now?
I don't know, Your Grace.
Where is she going with this?
I think you should be Lord of Storm's End.
That can't be, I'm a bastard.
No. You are Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End.
Yo, let's go.
Is what I have made you.
To Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End.
And Lord of Storm's End, who will be forever loyal to you.
See? You're not the only one who's close.
She's still playing the game.
You have danced with Renly Baratheon.
Drink.
No, it looks like she's actually enjoying herself, letting her guard down a little bit.
I saw him riding that thing. That's right, you did. I did. That's why we all agreed to follow him. That's the kind of man he is.
Don't let Khaleesi hear this.
He's little, but he's strong. What kind of person climbs on a fucking dragon? A madman or a king?
There's already a queen. I'm sensing some jealousy here. Dany, you're still the queen, mother of dragons. Varys is looking on. Yo, there's so many like power players here. Everybody's, oh my god. Varys.
You're drinking wine, but you prefer ale.
No!
This is freaking great.
You're a virgin.
Even Pod's not.
Statement about the present.
No
We already know Pod the Rod, he's the man.
Have you slept with a man? Or a woman?
Vibe check.
Please pardon me for a moment.
Yo, the way he looks at her.
And after all that, this fucker comes north and takes her from her. Just takes her like that. My heart is broken. Don't touch me.
You can touch me. I'm not afraid of wildness.
Yo!
Maybe you should be.
Are you ready now?
This is my drink.
Damn.
Could have made you happy for a little while.
There's only one thing that'll make me happy.
And what's that?
That's my fucking business. Used to be you couldn't look at me.
That was a long time ago. I've seen much worse than you since then.
None of it would have happened if you left King's Landing with me. No Littlefinger. No Ramsay.
Without Littlefinger and Ramsay and the rest, I would have stayed a little bird all my life.
I'm just thinking, like, they're so open to an attack right now because they wouldn't expect it, but there's no one else really out there aside from. Oh! Oh, how are you?
I'm not Gendry Rivers anymore. I'm Gendry Baratheon, Lord of Storm's End. By order of the Queen.
Congratulations.
Oh!
I don't know how to be Lord of anything. I hardly know how to use a fork. All I know is that you're beautiful, and I love you, and none of it will be worth anything if you're not with me. So be with me.
Putting it all out there. Was that like a one-time thing for her, though? She's still got business to take care of.
Be my wife.
You'll be a wonderful lord. And any lady would be lucky to have you. But I'm not a lady. I never have been. That's not me.
That's true to her character. She does deserve happiness, though, too. I always feel like they kind of grew up together in odd circumstances.
You didn't drink.
What's happening here? Is something gonna happen here?
It's bloody hot in here.
More layers are coming off. Brienne's over here like, oh, let me help you with that.
Oh, move aside.
Don't let Tormund see this.
Taking your shirt off.
He's kind of already got a lover, aka a sister. Oh man, I don't know. I never expected this out of these two. I always knew there was an admiration from her, but I didn't think this would be a thing.
I've never slept with a man before.
I've never slept with anyone before.
Drink.
Then you have to drink. Those are the rules.
I told you.
Oh! Okay. That just happened.
I didn't know Ser Jorah well. But I know this. If he could have chosen a way to die, it would have been protecting you.
That's exactly what I said.
He loved me,
Everybody does.
and I couldn't love him back. Not the way he wanted, not the way I love you. Is that alright?
Okay, so this is gonna continue on then. What's with the change of heart though? She was like giving weird looks in the dining room or the dining hall. And now she's all about it. Everybody's getting some this episode.
I wish you'd never told me. If I didn't know, I'd be happy right now.
It's not who he is.
I saw the way they looked at you. I know that look. So many people have looked at me that way, but never here.
I told you I don't want it.
It doesn't matter what you want. You didn't want to be king in the north. What happens when they demand you press your claim and take
Still
what is mine?
happened.
You are my queen. I don't know what else I can say.
You can say nothing to anyone ever, or it will take on a life of its own and you won't be able to control it or what it does to people. No matter how many times you bend the knee, no matter what you swear.
Look at the acting from her.
Be the way it was.
The emotion in her face and her eyes.
I have to tell Sansa and Arya.
Sansa will want to see me gone and you on the Iron Throne.
She knows Sansa already.
I owe them the truth.
Even if the truth destroys us.
It won't.
It will.
You are my queen.
Knowing Jon, he's all about the truth and
will
honor.
change
That comes from Ned. But Ned kept the secret as well.
Balance has grown distressingly even.
When the people find out what we have done for them.
Cersei will make sure they don't believe it. We will hit her hard. We will rip her out, root and stem.
The objective here is to remove Cersei without destroying King's Landing.
You still want to rule it afterwards.
Thankfully, she is losing allies by the day. Yara Grey.
She didn't like that though.
The Iron Islands in her queen's name.
No matter how many lords turn against her, as long as she sits on the Iron Throne, she can call herself Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Give them the opportunity and they will cast Cersei aside.
No one really likes Cersei.
Surround the city.
We're all just scared of her.
Once the people see that Cersei is our only enemy, her reign is over.
Men we have left are exhausted. Many of them are wounded. They'll fight better if they have time to rest and recuperate.
I came north to fight alongside you, at great cost to my armies and myself. Now that the time has come to reciprocate, you want to postpone.
Opposite sides of the war table.
Northern forces.
I do like seeing Arya next to Sansa, just kind of taking everything in.
Allegiance to the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. What you command, we will obey.
We have won the Great War. Now we will win the last war.
The last
In
war.
all 7 kingdoms, men will live without fear and cruelty under their rightful queen.